Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm from New Jersey. So, I just want to talk a little bit about my experience with being a very just lonely and just alone, very odd child. I don't know. I never fit in, and I think that's what really formed me to be who I am. And it kind of started when I was little. You know, I had a few friends, but as it got on and kind of the adolescence faded, you know, the reality set in. I had nobody, you know, I had no siblings, just me and my family. And it completely tore me apart that I just felt less of a human almost, because I saw everybody else with their friends, and I thought that something was wrong with me. Every day I would cry to my mother in the morning before school. Mom, I don't want to go to school, I can't do this anymore. At night, Mom, I don't want to go to bed because that means in the morning. Every Sunday, awful. And it continued like that for a while. It made me a husk of who I was because I couldn't express myself. I couldn't do it. I just was so depressed, and you could see it. It was in my mind. It starts in your mind. I saw everything as negative. Nothing made me happy. Not the most beautiful sight, not the most beautiful clothes. It made me hollow inside.
Did you judge yourself a lot? Were you self-judgmental?
Well, I kind of thought I hated the way I looked, but I thought that everybody else, like, they were, like, didn't really matter. I kind of forced myself to think, nah, I'm the best. I can't be like this. I couldn't really accept that I was nothing. I couldn't accept it. I kind of felt like it, but I didn't accept it because I knew deep down I'm more than this. You know, I have more potential. You know, I could be whoever I wanted to be. And I kind of realized this when I found martial art, you know. I went to the dojo, and I went to the boxing gym, and all those people there, it seemed like they were all different in a way, which joined them together. Everybody was different together. Everybody was unique.
Were they misfits? Do you think they were like, everyone was like a little misfit, didn't quite fit in?
Oh yeah. Everybody was just weird. Everybody was different. Either some people had some crazy lisp and they just felt like they could never talk, but they could talk with us, you know, because we all had our little differences, our little quirks that made us who we were, that made us feel like, wow, we're not like everybody else. We can't be like that. But we found unity in our art, you know, and I loved it. I loved doing it, but I loved talking to people more. And it made me, over time, it took a few years, but it built me up. It built my confidence. It built my ego a little bit. And I just feel like I believe in vibrations, that it comes from the heart, kind of magnetic, but you can't see them. They're in another dimension, you know, and they interact with everything around you. And I feel like this, you know, right now when you're next to somebody, within about 3 feet of you, these are the vibrations that come out of your heart, surprisingly not even your brain. And they interact with people, and they affect whatever your waves interact with. Those waves come back and they affect your brain, right? And they affect your mood, and whatever's in your brain affects how your waves are, you know? Everything is coinciding with each other, you know? Me and just these flowers right now, everything around me, I'm interacting with it. Everybody is connected, and I thought it was amazing. I couldn't stop realizing these things, and I could never go back after I started just seeing life for what it really was.
Did you discover these principles in the martial arts or before?
Well, they kind of opened me up to it. The people there, the senseis, everybody there. And once I realized, the more I started learning about it, I couldn't stop. I just wanted to know everything. I was so curious, you know. I just realized, wow, there's so much to life, and I didn't even realize this before. I couldn't stop. I couldn't believe it, you know, and it really changed me for who I was. I just believe in love and peace and love. You know?
Do you think a sibling would have helped you, or do you think it's more just inner work?
Well,
to relieve the the loneliness?
I think that a sibling would have made me. It depends, because I still don't know. I don't have any siblings to this day, but I think that it would have helped me have somebody to talk to, just a little, relieve the loneliness. But I don't think it would have. I think it would have changed me, that I would be less independent, I would guess. I'm not sure. I think that we can only guess,
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have had that phase that I was so lonely that I just couldn't stand it anymore. I had to do something about it. So.
And this is basically, it sounds like I've only known you for a few minutes, but it sounds like it's transformed your outlook in life to the point where I asked you if you're going to go to school, and you said, I want to go into the sciences.
Yes.
Because I want to discover things and invent things and keep be on the edge of discovery, on the cusp.
I want to keep these discoveries going. I want to be the new next thing. I want to be the thing that changes the world, the new iPhone, the new, I don't know, flying machine, anything like that. It's amazing. And especially with space going on around here, dark matter, all that stuff is crazy to me. And I need to know, I need to learn. I have this brain for a reason.
You have lots of books you go home and read?
Yes, all of them. I flip through them. I go
Really?
on my phone. I can't stop learning.
Are you a nerd? Do you think you're kind of nerdy or not?
I don't know. There's
a part of you.
Nerds and freaks, and I think I'm all.
You're all of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What was that saying? You said morbid. What was it?
Morbidly curious.
Morbidly curious.
Yes, I think that we all are morbidly curious. That's who we are as humans, but we don't like to release this that often because I don't know. I don't see people asking a lot of questions. And I feel like I can't stop asking questions, as soon as you start asking, hey, why am I seeing this as pink? Why is this green? Why does it feel like this? How can I feel? Why is it falling apart? Why does this just, why is it wet? Did you know that, we can't actually feel wet? Like, we don't have sensors for water. We can only determine if our hands are wet or our skin is wet by temperature. So, example.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You put your hand in a glove and then you kind of wet the glove. You don't know if your hands are wet, right? Because
Right.
I'd be taking it off and saying, oh, my hands are still dry, but
dry.
it feels wet in the glove. So we don't actually know if our skin is wet or not, which is just mind-boggling to me. And also, it is mind-boggling is that animals see more colors than us. Some of them do, like a certain type of shrimp. It's called like the one-punch shrimp or something. It's this colorful shrimp. It sees more colors than us, and that's just so amazing to me. It's that I don't know. There's just things that don't exist. I mean, don't exist to us, but to other things that we will never know. We will never experience it, and it just makes me think: what are all the other things we don't experience because we are third-dimensional beings? We exist here. At least our vessels, our bodies do.
Yeah.
I can interact with these things. I can move all around, up, down, left, right, back, forth. But there's so many other things that exist in other dimensions. I think there's at least 12 or 14 confirmed dimensions. And it's just crazy to me. Oh, those are all other lives and other things. But the only thing that does exist in other dimensions that we have is our brains. Think about it. We can think of the past, the future, and things that don't even exist. That I don't even know what dimension that is, but it's a crazy one. Our minds is what controls our body. So you can be whatever you want to be in this dimension, and it will show through your body.
Someone once told me years ago, question everything, and it seems like that's the path you're on.
Oh yeah.
For different reasons, but also for like, hey, are what we being told, is that truth? But also to discover the things that you're interested in life. So you're on a wonderful path. Can you say anything about your family, like just in general terms? Like,
I have a beautiful family. I love, my parents support everything I do. They really put it all into me. They put love, hope, and dreams, as their only child especially. And I can only thank them. I hope that one day I can repay them in maybe, I don't know, a yacht, a party, a private island, whatever I do.
Right.
Right? But
you'll be on the cover of Time and
exactly,
Science Today.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, that's my daughter. Yeah, that's what I want to be. When I want to make my parents proud because I love them. I love my family. They did nothing but good for me.
And thank you for this impromptu, spontaneous. We just met on the streets of Grass Valley, literally, and talking about photography. So thank you and happy journey. And I'm so glad that we crossed paths.
Yes. Yes. So I just wanted to say bye-bye and peace and love. Thank you.